You can hear two black spoons were what was left when I entered the premises. You can see stools, black stools. What is the mystery of the black? What is the mystery of the black spoons? Two people wanting to eat. Okay, we'll make it look like they want to actually. Yeah, but now that just makes it look like you set it up. I'm recreating what happened. There was two spoons. Well, they were by the computer, but here there was a napkin. Sorry, that's not a napkin. It wasn't crumpled up like this. Let me just. And there was two spoons on the computer. Okay, two black spoons. What is the secret of the black spoons? I thought it was ominous. All right, I thought it was ominous. And then also there was two white chairs and a napkin at the actual table. Someone having their little lunch, but that didn't fit in with the black. It didn't fit in with the black spoons. So two black spoons, the mystery, and three. One, two, 1, 2, 3 black stools. It's a mystery. Someone didn't get a spoon. It's like musical chairs, except instead of not finding a place to sit, you don't have a spoon, but you have a place to sit. It doesn't seem as okay. That it can be also as dastardly because what if you're eating soup? What if you're eating? What if you're eating soup? Okay, and you don't have a spoon. You've got a place to sit, but what's the point? What's the point if you've got a place to? You're gonna watch them eat their soup while you try and suck it up with your hand? No. Anyway, that was the mystery. I didn't turn the camera on yesterday for some stuff, and I came in here today to redo it, to start again, as it were. So, if you know the mystery of the two black spoons, okay, give me a call at 555-666-7777, and we can discuss the horror of being watching someone masticate their soup. See my shadow a little bit. There's 3 stools. Yeah, I see that, and the napkin. It's okay. It's a recreation of what happened. I'm looking at it right now on the monitor. Okay, I'm hanging out at Tent City, and there's the 2 black spoons, 1, 2, and then you can see the 3 mystery stools, and then mystery napkin. Who knows what it is? Anyway, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Here it is. 3, 4. I'm in the door. 5, 6. You better get your kicks. 7, 8. Give me some grapes. All right, 9, 10. Let's do it again. I believe the children. Okay, look, I didn't press record. Sometimes it happens, man. The mystery of the blacks. If you know what those 2 black spoons were doing here, I mean, other than someone ordered takeout and then had it delivered to the video studio so they could film themselves eating a soup, okay? There's no other trash to demark what manner of food it was, save for 2 black spoons and a clean napkin. Okay, if you can decipher the meaning of these meanings, maybe it's like throwing bones. You throw the spoons and you can divine your future. The world will work, the universe, and the works in mysterious ways. Okay. I believe the children of our future. Okay, teach them well and let them lead the way. What? That's not fair to them. That's not fair to them. Lead the way? They're 6. Okay, okay. You mean when they grow up, sure. But what are you going to do in all that time? I don't mean to disrespect the singer because I miss her. Okay. It was something that I could have been, I wish she was around. But what are you going to do in the meantime when the children grow up? You're going to 12, 15, 20 years. You're just not going to do anything? You're like, well, no, because I'm already like, 35, 40? Time's up! Well, okay. That's surplus labor that can be used to benefit yourself and the world around you. So I believe the children are our future. Teach them well. And I tried to teach my children well. And you know what ended up happening? Uh, they're really good kids. So that's fine. That's fine. I love my kids. They're the best kids. I mean, I know you got the best kids too. We all got the best kids. Anyway, I believe the children are our future. I don't want to sing like that with my jaw out. I, I, I believe the children, I guess I can't help it. Children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. No sharper to but deep inside. It is a sense of pride. What's happening? What's happening to me? Oh, can't you see? I remember long ago, my mama said never walk in anyone's shadow. It's not fair, it's hard to be. I can't think of my cemetery, no matter what they say to me. They can't take away my liberty, because the greatest love about is happening to me in here. It's happening right there in my gut. Right there in my guts, man. Greatest love of all. All right? So if you need someone to look after your kids, okay, I'll give you a discount of $1,000 a month. That seems so crass. Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I love you. Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. What happened to the people eating with the spoon? Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I love you, I really mean it. I love you, I think you're special. I love you, you like to eat it. I love you, let's cook some burgers. Let's grill up some burgers. Let's grill up some burgers on the grill. Some patties and some meat and some alfalfa sprouts. And we eat them on the street. I love you. Okay, so the children are our future. Well, what am I supposed to do? Just sit around, twiddle my thumb? Okay, check your connections. Okay, I know that from experience. But a 6-year-old know that? I mean, maybe. Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I love you, I really mean it. Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I love you, I wish I never seen it. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. It opened up the closet underneath the moon. Came out into the night into my room. I love you. Okay, sometimes things are pretty rough. And you gotta think, okay, what do you got right in front of me right now? I got my hands, my feet, I got the ground I'm standing on, okay? It's not gonna last forever. It's not gonna last forever, okay? Then you'll be out the other side. Skin of a rinky dinky dinky doo. Monsters in the closet, man. The the little kids would yell and scream when I walked in the door, but then I would run away. And then mostly the little girls would come and I would act shy, like, and they would take my hand and they would show me around the room, the stuff that they had, and they told me not to be scared. You see, isn't that great? So I have a real future in children's education. Maybe I'll be a sub. Being a sub is great. Okay, what are my skills? Swords, light magic, some divination. I guess I would have known what the spoons was about then. Uh, and there's another skill I have, but I don't remember what it is. It's probably remembering. It's probably public speaking. So public speaking, spoons, swords, and telling jokes. Uh, and what was I talking about? Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarinky doo. I love you. I'm a little scared to sing Skinnamarinky Dinky Dink because have you seen these guys? They're no joke, man. No joke. He who partakes of the black soup will have knowledge of the infinite, but will not be able to remember this plane of existence and will leave it for another realm. Hence, that's why two chairs empty. When I entered the room, no one had entered or exited for quite some time. Well, someone must have entered at some point, but no one exited. Taken away with esoteric energies up to the. I gotta read some other kind of books, stop watching vids. Okay, they were taken away by esoteric energies to destinations unknown. Okay, so that was what was happening. The napkin was untouched. Okay, the reason why it's crumpled is because I crumpled it up, even though I could have used it. I could have used it myself. Skinnamarinky dinky dink, I love you. The two spoons. I don't know what it is about these spoons, man, but they're just here. Okay, two black plastic spoons. What does it mean? They fit inside each other, working in concert. Okay, to feed you a double layer of soup on a double spoon layer. Could it be? Gotta move this thing. It's heavier than it looks, man. The spoons. What does it mean? Cast the spoons. Okay. And they'll point north or south or east or west or northeast, southwest, east, south, or west, north. And you will be able to tell the direction of which your life is going. The spoons. Yeah, the spoons. It's 9 o'clock somewhere. So, I used to be a bad guy. I'm trying to update my skill sets, get out my resumes. Okay, I gotta do something to keep busy. Because there's no one else around to boss me around anymore. I gotta figure out how to boss around myself. So here we are. Okay, I gotta get those resumes out. Okay, introduce myself to a whole new group of people who don't know me. So you can't just go, well, that's just Silverhead. He just does that. There's no excuses for that anymore. Okay? Because they don't know you, so you're going to have to be in tip top shape. Climbing, okay? Ranching, these are skills I have. As long as, okay, climbing not too high. And if I'm in like a picker and I have like a rope around me, okay, I could be in that. I could pick apples or shine a light on something. Oh, I got a light. It was right in front of me. I couldn't see it for a second, but it was right in front of me. Sometimes the sharpest person who needs to know is yourself. You interrogate your own thoughts. Where were you last night? Okay? I was at home on the couch. Were you? Were you walking in the snow towards the Circle K? Okay? With a rolled up piece of cardboard in your hand, ready to use it as a weapon at any time. The wolves, were they out? The bobcats? I've seen one. You ring the doorbell on the Circle K and ask to be let in, because now there's doorbells. because Circle K doesn't want to pay two people to work at night. And instead of paying a second person, they install a doorbell and an automatic lock. See where I'm going with this? I open up the door. I unroll the cardboard, and inside is a protected resume. Hello, I worked in a castle. I've been a prison guard in a imaginary fantasy castle. Okay. I've hidden in people's houses. I've answered the phones. I'm personable. Okay, and I care about you. I care about my customers. So my customers will be your customers will be my customers when I work at the Circle K. And then I said I didn't mean to raise my voice. Suddenly, something came in the door, okay? It was a black ooze, okay? Came in the door, all around the door. The door had closed, but there was cracks in the door, and the black ooze came and says, I am the darkness. And I, too, would like a job at the Circle K. All right. And the person behind the counter was like, I don't actually accept any of these resumes, and you have to come in when my manager's here. And we only have one position. And me and the blackness looked at each other, and we thought, well, I had a light. Okay. My arm's getting tired. I had a light. I thought that was my shoe in, my ace up my hole. Okay. I removed the light. I lit the match. And the black thing recoiled from the flames, okay? I thought that it was going to be me for sure that was going to get my resume accepted at the Circle K. And then once again, the shop clerk reminded me that they did not take resumes, and you had to wait until the manager came, and that wasn't until the next day. And I said, do you have any Mexican chili chips? And they said, no, we don't. I said, they are a superior product. And the black thing says, I agree. Fuck, what am I supposed to do now? This great black thing. Also, we like the same chips. I can't wish someone to not have a job because we have something in common. We like the same chips and we can't find them anywhere. So we went into the Safeway together. Me, cloaked in the dark thing as a black cloak. The dark thing over top of me, and I was inside it like an envelope. We walked to the chip aisle, and there was popcorn twists, and onion and garlic, and hooty-doos and Humpty Dumptys. There was boxes of ketchup, but there was no minimum chili chips, Mexican chili chips. So we went into the back. We snuck in through the power of darkness. Okay. And there we saw, okay, a kraken eating them. Wow, I got to commit to this. A kraken was eating the Mexican chili chips. Strewn before it, there was boxes of Mexican chili. The kraken wrapped its tentacles around me and the dark mass. And the dark mass vanished. Okay? And I thought, well, that's great. I guess we weren't really friends. We were just helping each other out, so I can't be too upset. But I am disappointed. And I squeezed. And I felt my ribs break and crack. And I always thought I was going to be able to survive this somehow if I could poke my head at it or something like that. But it's not that. It's tungsten. It's titanium. But so what? If the arm's big enough to squeeze you, if the tentacle's big enough, it doesn't matter how sharp you are. You're going to get squeezed and crushed. And so there I was, lying on the floor, the staff, not really knowing what to do. There was a cleanup in the produce bay. Clean up at the loading dock, they said. And they shoveled me into the trash. They scraped it up with a metal shovel, a flat-faced metal shovel. They scraped me up. That's why you should get delivery. They'll do the searching, but don't go in the back room to find Mexican chili chips. It's not worth it. I never got that job at the Circle K. I should have listened to the Black Spoons. 2:00. This story comes to us all the way from Chestermere. Okay. There were 3 knives. And he said, pick one. And I said, I'll pick the big one. And he picked the other 2. And I said, well, that's not fair. Why didn't you tell me that I could pick 2 knives? And he said, well, I'm not stopping you from picking 2 knives. I said, pick one as like a colloquial, as a referendum, as a pick one. What's the thing where you're just saying something to say it? 2 knives versus 1 knife. I said, well, okay, fair, not fair, whatever. I'll pick the knife. He said, you did pick the knife. I said, I know, but now I'm telling you verbally that I accept the fact that I have 1 knife. And you've got 2 knives. Put out my hand. Maybe he could sink the knife into my palm. I could grab him and with some leverage of my back arm swing it forward. But regardless, we're both going to get cut. I just really wish you would have said, I might pick 2, or at least brought 4 knives. If you're going to use 2 knives for a knife fight, why are you using 2 knives versus 1 knife? You just want to feel better about yourself? If you want a real challenge, you should have brought I could see myself. You should have brought 2 knives. I mean 4. Divided by 2 is 2. We would have had 2 each. 2 knives each. I would have sang the Star Trek song. I know that one, all right? It's a song of old, of legend. But fine, okay. 1 knife versus 2, fine. Well, then the kids started crying. So I said, don't worry about it. It's all going to be superficial flesh wounds, and then finally we will see, okay? Who gets to make the sandwiches? Okay? I had the superior recipe. Swiss cheese, bun, mustard, alfalfa sprouts, all the 4 food groups. Bun, green, mustard, cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4. Versus peanut butter and honey. We couldn't just make both. We couldn't do peanut butter, honey, cheese, alfalfa sprout on a bun. I don't know why. My thinking was really rigid at the time, and I paid for it with a chest wound and a gut punch and a gut wound. Okay? Slashing my guts. The scars, okay? That's going to stay with me a long time. That's that hard fat. The children started crying. I said, the fight hadn't even started yet. Okay, you picked 2 knives. 1, you started slashing right away before you said 3, 2, 1, go, which is the rules to every knife fight. Okay? And he said, that's not the rules I'm used to. I said, well, when you work at this daycare, that's the rules. Look at the whiteboard. There it was. Inside voice, knife fight 3, 2, 1. There it was. And we all have a thing to say. Raise your hands, okay? And when center time is over, stop. When the alarm goes off, okay? That means stop. Hands on top, that means stop. So then I said, hands on top. And he instinctively took both. It was kind of, I can't really tell you. I got to show you, but I can't. Okay, you can't. So what happened was, He had the both knives in his hand, and he kind of like put them on top of his head, pointing, put his wrists on top of his head, okay? And he didn't poke himself or anything. But that's when I gave him a kick to the nuts. And that's how you win a knife fight in a daycare. Have you ever been in the dark? There's no light, one. Wait a minute. I can see movement. What is that? Oh, it's me. I thought people were walking back and forth underneath the door. There's a crack. You know the crack where the light comes in? I thought people were walking back and forth, waiting for me to get out. But I guess not. Because it's actually me rocking back and forth. Okay. Have you ever been in the dark? Is it glowing in the dark? Oh no, it's a light on a white chair. Gosh, it's a little bit scary in here, I gotta admit. If you're afraid of the dark, this is what I suggest, the 5 things to say and do if you're afraid of the dark. 1, get a candy, okay? Suck on it, but don't fall asleep because you'll choke. Okay, 2, roast beef, okay? Roast beef. You put it around the perimeter of the room, okay, and that will distract the things. It could be well done or rare. It doesn't matter. There's not a lot of roast beef happening. 3, okay, get a punch card. Get a punch card and a time clock and put it on your door. And you say, okay, everyone, you can't just walk in here willy-nilly. Okay, you're punching in, you're punching out. Okay? That's right. 4, butter. That could maybe slip on the floor. 5, a paint can. You know why. So there you go. When you wake up in the morning, you'll see everything. Don't slip on the butter. You might forget. I can't eat ice cream because I got butter nose in my smell. Butter smell in my nose. But you know that. We've talked about that already. Okay, we've already discussed how when I eat whipped cream or a heavy cream, okay, or butter as well, but mostly like a whipped cream, my nose smells like butter from the inside. And let me tell you something. When something smells like something from the inside of your nose, and that's the thing that smells things, there's nothing you can do about it. You slowly go insane. Smelling butter all the way down to hell. I remember long ago, never to walk in anyone's shadow. It's not fair, it's hard to be. I can't give away my destiny, no matter what they say to me. They can't take away my 1, 2, 3. The 3 things to do to achieve it right is 1, 2, 3, eat breakfast. Get a good sleep and have a bath. I'm sorry, Whitney. Where were you the night of the 25th?